Hello everyone, it's Joey Tastic here, and today I'm going to be telling you guys some things, but I want to just tell you guys, please vote for the Joey Tastic Choice Awards down in the description link below. There's going to be a link, and the survey will close the 28th of October, so please go ahead and vote for the Joey Tastic Choice Awards. So today we're going to be talking about Michael Jackson and the song meanings. So we're typically going to be talking about his songs and what I think they are about. So the first song I'm going to be talking about the meaning of is Beat It. Beat It is a song. It's typically about trying to survive against these violent gangs and proving that you're the bigger man and proving that you can find a way to get away from these gangs. Let's look at the lyrics. Michael says, they're out to get you, better leave if you can. Don't want to be a boy, you want to be a man. You want to be a tough guy. He says that you want to stay alive. You better do what you can. So beat it. So in the music video, there's a fight between two gang members, and Michael's like, we just gotta solve this problem positively. So they just dance to solve the problem positively. So that's a good message for kids to understand, because you can actually encounter these people in reality. So Michael's telling you, just be careful and stand up for yourself. The next song is Wanna Be Starting Something. Wanna Be Starting Something is a song about starting rumors in a not so good reason. Yeah, so it can be like tabloids and stuff. So this song was actually written by Michael. It was written by Michael. And it was actually written for LaToya. So the reason why this song was written for LaToya Jackson was because LaToya often started family meetings with the Jacksons. And she would often say stuff, and Michael took it. He didn't like it. So LaToya goes crying in her room. She was stuck in the middle of her room crying. And then Michael wrote the song for her the next day. Next day, Michael tells her, I wrote this song for you. And the song, when you saying, want to be starting something, you got to be starting something, he's referencing LaToya Jackson. So that's a very good fact you MJ fans should know. The next song is Who Is It? The song Who Is It was not performed live by Michael Jackson, because he would often go crying every time he would sing it, because this song is about Diana Ross. Michael Jackson loved Diana Ross. And I'll tell you something about this. So he says, and it doesn't seem to matter, and it doesn't seem right. No, that's not the lyric I want to say. He's saying, because I'm lying to myself, and the reason why she left me, because she finding someone else. So the reason why Diana left Michael, because they never dated or anything. But Michael's all upset because the love of his life, Diana Ross, found someone else. And Michael's like, he's wondering, who is it? Who is Diana going for? Is it a friend of mine? Michael says. Is it my brother? When he says, is it my brother, he's probably mentioning or referencing to Jermaine. Because every time Michael talks about his brothers, he always talks about Jermaine. Because Michael and Jermaine rivaled a lot. I'm telling you, a lot. And that's why Michael was always including Jermaine during speeches and a lot of other stuff. Because they rivaled. Jermaine wrote a diss track, and Jermaine was jealous of Michael's fame, and he wanted Thriller to fail. So that's why. And yeah, that's typically what the song's about. The next song is Remember the Time. And this is another song about Diana Ross. So he's saying, do you remember the time when we fell in love? Yeah, so this is typically the whole love thing with him and Diana. But yeah, that's typically what I think this song is about. Or do you remember the time when we fell in love? We were young and innocent then. So yeah, so he's typically, explaining, because, Michael loved Diana Ross, and that's something that we all should know. The next song is Billie Jean, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people know what this song is about. So this song is about, and I really hope I'm explaining this right, and if I don't, please let me know in the comments. I think this song is about, typically, Michael found this girl, Billie Jean, and then they had sex, and then that got Billie Jean pregnant. So pregnant with Michael Jackson's baby. So Billie Jean had this baby, and then Michael's like, no, this kid isn't my son. So that whole thing with Billie Jean and Michael, that got Billie Jean pregnant. So Michael's like, no. This kid isn't my son. And no, so he's saying Billie Jean's not my lover. Not my lover. He's just a girl that claims that I'm the one, but this kid isn't my son. So, yeah. Okay, so this next song, Smooth Criminal. This song is about a girl named Annie who's stuck in her apartment, and she gets hit by a smooth criminal, meaning some robber or gang member that comes in the house. And then Michael's in this gangster suit trying to identify this criminal. And he's saying, Annie, are you okay? So typically Annie is a CPR dummy that Michael's trying to test. And, or typically Annie's on the ground, and then Michael's asking, Annie, are you okay? And Michael's trying to do CPR. And typically he's saying, Annie, are you okay? Would you tell us that you're okay? And she's clearly not okay because there are bloodstains on the carpet. And then, yeah, she got hit by a smooth criminal. So we don't know if she's okay or not. We don't know if she's dead. Could this be based on a real life story? But yeah, that's what Smooth Criminal is all about. The next song is Scream. And Scream is a song about Michael's battle with the tabloids. So, typically, he wanted Janet to do this song because, Janet defended him during this difficult time. Because, if you guys knew, in 1993, Michael Jackson was accused of child molestation. And that's something that a lot of fans do not want to hear. Because and I think, Michael Jackson is innocent. Well, he was. He was proven not guilty of all 10 counts. And Michael Jackson wrote this song. It's called Scream. And typically it's all about, just, why are you messing around with me? It's very similar to a lot of other songs on the History album. And I'm actually going to make a part 2 of this song meetings series because I love doing this. Because I love explaining to you guys what I think these songs are about. So, this song is this. So he's like, stop pressuring me. And then he actually throws an F-bomb on this song. He throws an F-bomb on this. Because the History album just really showed how pissed off he was at the allegations. Like, there's a lot of songs in this album that have to do with... Half of the songs on the History album are about the media and how Michael Jackson had to deal with the disgusting and malicious media. He had to deal with people like Tom Schneider. He had to deal with people like Evan Chandler, who was the first person to accuse Michael Jackson of child molestation. But I'll tell you something about that story. The kid, Jordan Chandler, his son, Evan, the father, told his son to say to the press that Michael Jackson molested me. So, and then when eventually the Jordan child grew up, so this was after he died. This was after Michael Jackson died. The father who accused Michael Jackson of child molestation committed suicide months after Michael Jackson died. Yeah, so that's a pretty ironic story. And typically, the song Scream is typically about Michael Jackson's dealing with the media. And we all felt bad for him during that time, especially since half of us weren't even alive back then. We all still feel bad for him, considering he's dead and resting in peace. So, yeah. The next song I want to explain the meaning of is Speed Demon. Speed Demon is a song typically about just the dangers of speeding. And I'll tell you why Michael Jackson wrote this song. There's a big reason why Michael Jackson wrote this song. Because Michael Jackson actually got a speeding ticket in reality. Let me say that again. Michael Jackson got a speeding ticket in real life. And that led him to write this song. The music video for this was featured in the Moonwalker movie in 1988. And you can see the picture here. He's wearing the Bad jacket. You could clearly tell this was during Bad era. And this movie also featured Come Together, which was another song. It was a Beatles cover. And Speed Demon was one of those songs that Michael Jackson had an encounter with somewhat crazy characters. That was also in Leave Me Alone when he was in like an amusement park. So yeah. And the last song for this video, and we will eventually make a part 2 for this, which will have a lot of other songs. The last song I want to explain the meaning of is Earth Song. Earth Song is a song about all the bad things that are going on in the world and how we can fix it. Michael had a strong bond with the world. Like he loved animals, he loved nature, and he just wanted the world to be fixed. He didn't want children dying in war. He didn't want any wars to go on. He wanted everyone to feel happy and be alive and not suffer, because he had to deal with like a lot of he had to encounter like all these children that had cancer, and that's why he opened up Neverland, which was his home for a couple years. And it was a theme park that he opened especially for, well, his family and friends and cancer patients, that he invited them over, and he wanted them to escape the hospital and have fun and just be a kid at heart. And that's why Michael made that park, because he had a bad childhood. And we're going to explain that in the second part of the video. But yeah, Earth Song is typically a song about how the world should be fixed, because there's a lot of horrifying things that go on every day, and Michael wanted that to be a change. Like he wanted the world to be a better place, and he wrote a lot of other songs about the earth, and he just really cared about the world and the children of the world, because he didn't like all the kids, because still there's starving children in Africa, and Michael wanted to go all the way there and give them toys and food, and that's just an amazing humanitarian. And I'll tell you, just what an amazing human being. That's it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.